Hey guys, so this is another talking video. I know, but this is one of the last topics that has been on my mind for quite some time now, and so I just wanted to talk about it as per usual. So this video is posing the question, are we prisoners to protective styles? Now, this really isn't geared towards people who like to protective style because that's how they like wearing their hair. They like wearing their hair in kinky twists or Havana twists or singalese or whatever the braid styles are, weaves, wigs, whatever the case may be. This isn't geared towards those people. This is geared towards those of us who protective style mainly because we're trying to retain length so that we can reach some hair goal. So where does this prisoner part come in? Well, a lot of it stems from my own experience with protective styling, but other parts of it kind of stems from what I've seen in other people's natural hair journey. So what happens? Essentially what happens is we start protective styling because we're hoping to retain length and we're trying to reach a hair goal. But for some reason, we never quite meet that hair goal, and we'll talk about a little bit of that too. But for some reason, we never quite meet that hair goal. So then we continue to protective style in hopes of retaining length to achieve some goal. That something happens, we don't meet that goal, and so then we protective style again. And so you're not really considered a prisoner if you enjoy your natural hair for whatever length it is and protective style, so you have a good balance between the two. But if you're the type of person like I was who wanted to protective style their hair until they reached their hair length goal and then find better balance, it's kind of like we become prisoners to protective styles. So why does this even happen? Well, I'll talk about personal experience for me. So one of the things that happened with me is that something goes wrong. So for example, I was protective styling my hair pretty much all the time. I always wore my hair in flat twists or twists under wigs. That's just what I did, okay? Well, one day I decided, you know what, I want to blow dry my hair. And I have a blow dryer. I was blow drying it. Well, halfway through blow drying my hair, what happened? My blow dryer dies. It just stops working. So I'm like, well, I'm almost done. I can't just stop. So I have a roommate. I asked my roommate, hey, do you have a blow dryer I can borrow? She's like, yeah, I do. Well, her blow dryer isn't as amazing as my blow dryer was, and so her blow dryer had two heat settings. It had hot and hot as hell. I mean, like, there was no cool shot, no low, no medium. It was high and hot. So I was literally holding this blow dryer like super far away from my head and still getting like smoke and things of that nature. Well, because I blow dry my hair kind of from bottom up kind of thing and not one half, the other half, the whole middle section of my hair where I used her blow dryer ended up being damaged. It ended up with tons and tons of incomplete splits along the hair shaft, where you have the hair and then you have like this and then the hair. Okay, you have these incomplete splits all along the hair shaft. Well, I had to cut that damage out. I didn't want to keep that damage, so I would cut it out little by little, but nevertheless, I was cutting it out. And that's what eventually led me to cutting my hair into that long, top, tapered situation, is because even though I was cutting little by little, it just wasn't working. So I cut my hair off, and I started over, back to protective styling to try to reach my hair length goals. Other things that I've seen happen is people wear like their singalese or their Havana or their box braids, whatever the case is. They're cutting the protective style out their hair. Boom, they accidentally cut their hair. Sometimes they realize it right away because some people will cut one by one, some will cut a chunk, and before you know it, boom, you done cut off some of your hair. Other things I've seen is postpartum shedding, setting people back with their length retention goals. And then another thing is sometimes when we protective style so long and so often, we forget how to deal with our natural hair. So when we do make the decision that, you know what, I'm gonna start wearing my hair out more, I'm getting closer to my hair goal, or maybe I'm just more comfortable with my hair now, so I want to wear it out more often, we have no earthly idea of how to care for our hair outside of the protective style. We've pretty well mastered how to take care of our hair in the protective style, and when wash day comes, we already know what we're going to do. We put that protective style in, we know how we're going to moisturize that protective style while it's in. But then when things change, where now we're wearing our hair out, we're completely clueless as to what to do with our hair. Other things that I've experienced is trying to wear my hair out more, doing what I saw other people doing, like the perm rod sets and the curl formers, and like I said, trying to use combs and things like that. And what ends up happening, I end up breaking off my hair, sets me back, I go back into protective styling mode. So what is my point? My point is that if we keep going through this vicious cycle of protective styling to retain length, to meet some hair goal, but something happens that we can't meet that hair goal, and so we continue to protective style, it's like we get caught in this vicious cycle because it seems like there's always something that happens that creates a setback. Now that setback could be small, it could be big, whatever the case is, it's a setback nonetheless. And so we're never really getting to enjoy our hair for what it is because we're trying to enjoy it for when it becomes what we want it to become. And that's one of the main reasons why I became a flat iron natural, is because I felt like that would give me better balance of being able to enjoy my hair at whatever stage that it was at and still be able to protective style while not becoming prisoner to protective styling. You know, even with the hair journey that I'm on right now, I realize that there's going to be setbacks, you know, but if I'm able to enjoy my hair throughout all of the process and not just at the end of the process, I feel like it's just better for me because I do like my hair. I do like how it looks. I appreciate the thickness that I have now that I no longer do relaxers. I like how my hair looks on me. I like the color of my hair. But if I keep protective styling to reach some goal that I never seem to reach anyways, it just seems like I would just remain a prisoner of protective styles and never get to enjoy my hair for what it is. And I feel like now that I'm wearing my hair out more, it's forcing me to learn how to take care of my hair when it's actually out. So hopefully, you know, once I get past these initial setbacks of kind of like relearning my hair, I feel like I'll actually be more able to reach my hair goals because now I know what I should be doing to it once it's out. Because really it's going to do you no good if you protective style, protective style, protective style, protective style, boom, say you do meet your hair goal. So you say, oh, I want to start wearing my hair out now. But then you start wearing your hair out, and before you know it, all of a sudden you're back at shoulder length because you've started trying all these new things, you've been having difficulty maintaining moisture, blah, blah, blah. And then you're back where you started, and then, ooh, you're back to protective styling. So, anyways, it's just something that has been on my mind, and I wanted to talk about it. So, boom, there you go. Let me know your thoughts about the topic. I'm definitely open to the opinions of others. I mean, they're just opinions, just like mine is. No shade to anybody. I was essentially prisoner to protective styles for the first 3.5 years of being natural. In April, I'll be 4 years natural. So, I mean, just let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.